South Korea, doing things without South Korea, doing things. Hi guys.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hi, welcome back to Stimulus TV. I'm Carrie Ann. This is
Sydney.
And we are doing things.
Welcome,
Today
everyone.
is our very, very special Earth Day. Edition. Sorry, I honestly did not realize we both had the same beautiful scissors.
Happy Earth Day, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know about where you are, but here it is so sunny, which is really lovely in the Bay Area because, you know, it's really foggy here too a lot. So it's a really nice Earth Day.
In New York City as well. It's amazing. It's a shining, beautiful Earth Day. And let's all not forget, it's Earth Day every day. But today is its 50th anniversary, too.
Wow.
What is that?
How
It's been
fitting.
a lot, or like the Earth has been around obviously a lot longer than 50 years.
Yeah. But, you know, it's kind of like my 21st birthday that happens like every year for like a really long time.
Oh, that's bananas.
So what are we doing today in honor of Earth Day?
Well, okay, so first of all, let's talk about House of Korea, right?
Oh.
So if you haven't tuned in with us before, House of Korea is a sustainable fashion brand, and we are all about repurposing and reusing what we already have on this planet. So being able to be on today and do an Earth Day segment is so exciting and awesome for us. Like, we are all about reusing and recycling and stopping fast fashion, or just making people be aware of like what you're buying and investing your money into, and not just like a one and done situation. So today, Sydney and I are here to repurpose clothing and show you things that you can do with some of your old digs, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I got a denim update that I'm going to show you. I'll show you, it's this pair of like old black denim that I've had. I'm going to paint some flowers on it and also teach you how to fray. I'm going to change up the hem on these. I've had these for like 7 years, barely wear them anymore. And I wouldn't mind if they were just like a little different, you know?
Totally.
Yeah.
I have a pile of clothes that were meant to go to Goodwill before this whole thing's happened for, you know, quarantine. And I pulled the shirt that I'm about to recreate for you guys. I'm going to show you how to do a cool, like, sexy update on a t-shirt. I pulled this out of that pile of stuff that I was like, don't even want this anymore. Why do I even have this? So This is like a great, I hope this inspires all of you to like go into that pile or go deep into your closet and find that thing that you haven't worn in a really long time and make it your new favorite item.
Yes, absolutely. Right? That's awesome. That's awesome. And a little bit about Sydney and I. Sydney and I have been friends for a very long time. It goes back to high school, where we met in fashion class.
Oh, yeah.
And then have matching scissors now.
Sorry, is it a story about them?
No, there's
okay.
They just keep popping up.
Miss Fran taught us about scissors.
Yeah, and fabric scissors versus regular scissors. But then we both moved to New York. Went to FIT and explored the fashion industry for many, many years. Sure. And here we are today.
Yeah.
Just fashion with you all.
Yeah. We're bringing you the fashion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the creativity, really, is the other one.
Absolutely. Because, like, you could, and, like, remember, as you're doing all of these things, you can't fuck it up. Like, you're the designer, you can do whatever you want, and if it's not exactly how you imagined, that's okay. It's going to be dope, it's going to be fresh, this is your design, and have fun with it.
Yeah. I had a mentor guru in high school. Her name was Anne, and she owned Apple Annie Fabrics in Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. And she still does. And she called Yeah, hi, Anne. She called whenever we'd make a mistake, you know, you like cut something accidentally or, you know, stitch the wrong thing or whatever. She called those design opportunities. And I always think of that every time someone's like, oh, I messed this up. I didn't do something, or whatever. I'm always like, no, you dropped paint in the wrong place. It's like, no, how is this? This is how it's supposed to be. This is the design opportunity. Like, how can you create this even further? Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's anytime you're like, oh, I couldn't do that. Like, think of that, because that's the reality, right? Like, nothing's ever, it just like transforms into the next thing. I think that's something that you and I have a lot of in common besides high school and college. We like see the opportunity in things that people see as like nothing, So.
Yeah. No, I love that. That's super beautiful. Right?
Definitely.
I know. I'm working on right now. I forgot to do that. What's going on? I was just like mesmerized by you and all your colors and your sweet tie-dye. I was like, yeah, talk to me, Oz.
Wait, what's happening? Oh, I'm reading all these like things here. Let's go. Anarchy Cat. Oh yeah. Anarchy Cat. Golf Wang.
Oh, shout out to all the new graphics on Stimulus too, guys. It looks fire.
Oh my goodness. Look at this thing in the middle.
I know.
Also, right above Carrie Ann's head, don't forget, donate. This is, it's a fundraiser. We are here.
We are all here volunteering our creativity. All the streamers here on Stimulus TV are volunteering during the quarantine to entertain everybody here and raise money for COVID relief. So there's a button either up here or down here. Maybe there's somewhere here, but if you got it, let's donate. Let's raise some money for COVID relief.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's ultimately what we're here for. Sweet. I'm sorry. I'm reading all these like chats, just like checking in. How you guys all doing?
Oh, Jokey Motion. Hi, Angela. What up?
Yeah. Hey, Ange. Glad to see all of you here. This is great.
Thank you for coming. All right.
Okay, guys. Let's get some
do you want to go or do you want me to go?
You go.
All right. I'm going to go. All right. So here are my jeans. My favorite denim, bottom half to buy new is BDG, the Urban Outfitter brand. They just fit me perfectly. I'm a short person. I love them. I've had these for a really long time. They're just a pair plain black at the bottom, regular hem. So what I'm going to do first is fray the bottom here, and I'm going to show y'all how to do that.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
So first thing you're going to do is you're going to make sure you have good scissors, like your fabric scissors. Or, you're fraying it anyway, so if they're not the sharpest, that's okay in this situation.
So true. You almost want it to hack.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly. So we also, my good friend Crystal had a request the hem for a high-low hem. So I'm going to try to make your dreams come true with that today, Crystal, and teach you how to do that right here. So...
It's beautiful.
These are full length on me right now, and I want to make them a bit cropped, kind of here-ish. So right now, these pants kind of fit similar to here, maybe a little longer. So I'm going to cut maybe 3 inches right off the bottom. And a little thing that I like to do is fold my pants in half and cut both legs at the same time, so that way each leg is even. So I folded them together. I'm gonna do 3 fingers up. If you want to get more technical, you absolutely can.
So it's all,
oh my God,
the inseams and the outseams all layered together? Is that how that works?
I do them together.
That guy. Okay, cool. Yep.
Okay, so then to get the high-low, I'm going to open them up front. Here we go.
Webcam times. So good.
Front side up like this. And I'm going to come up maybe 2 inches in the center here. I'm going to snip it. I'm going to fold it in half, side seam to side seam. And I'm going to just bring that down to the other side like this. So if you can see here, this is my front and this is my back. So you see that shape?
Wow.
There, up and down. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Snip. Okay. So now these aren't like fraying automatically. So what I'm going to do here is you can do this a few different ways. You can use sandpaper. You can use a knife. You could use scissors. You can do whatever. So I'm actually going to use a knife because like a steak knife, how it has like these grates here, like the ridges, that's what I want. And I'm just going to like kind of start like rubbing the knife against it here to get the fray going. Another thing you can do, it depends how much fray you want, is you can snip maybe like 1/4 inch diagonals.
Really fringe it.
And really fringe it. And I mean, you're not going to have these little marks. It's just going to like help it go up in those certain areas.
It just helps the fabric fall apart, basically. That's what you want. And if you're thinking to yourself, no, I want it to be like how you bought in the store, this is how they do it in the factory. Pretty much.
Yeah, no, exactly. In the factories, there are people like doing this.
Literally.
I think there's more machines now, but most of it is handwork.
I wish I could just bring a video up on the camera right now. I have a video of like probably 20 guys in a row with sandpaper, hand sandpapering. I think American Eagle denim.
Okay.
But like that's, you know what I mean? Like people do it. Get after it. You're doing the real thing, and it's like, don't think that you're gonna mess this up because you're not. Like that's the whole point. You're deconstructing it. So it's been worn forever.
Exactly.
So good, Carrie. I love this.
Yeah, you're starting to see.
Woo! Look at them.
The fray happening, and like this is gonna happen over time too. Another thing that I like to do is with a cheese grater. And you just like really go in.
Yeah,
on those edges. Like you can't mess this up.
And then like the best way is like you wash it after and then dry it, and that like kind of like fuzzes it out a little, makes it a little more naturally.
Absolutely. It's only gonna get better every wash. But you can see here, it's like it's really coming together like how I want it to.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to completely finish it, but you can keep going as much as you want right now because I'm also going to show you my next thing I'm doing to this pair.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait for this.
Yeah. Which is potato stamping. You remember those really fun, like, summertime projects that you would do? So I want to add daisies down one side of my leg. So I took a potato...
Oh my gosh, those are so cute!
And I cut it in half. Can you see? And
Carrie,
one side the petals, and then I have another side that's going to be the yellow center. So first thing I'm going to do on my pants is I'm going to put cardboard inside, so that way the paint doesn't bleed through to the other side.
Very good. Good hack. Very important, guys.
Yeah, super important.
So those are the things you don't think about when you're excited about your project.
You're just like, do it.
Yeah, and then later you're like, design opportunity on the back.
Guess I'm doing this on. Guess I'm putting flowers on my butt now too. That's fine. That's what I wanted to do, anyways.
That was the idea.
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing you're going to need is your potato. And, like, again, we can show you how to do potato stampings, like, more in depth later. But I just want you to see the end result here.
Yeah.
So I'm using acrylic paints, which, do you think that's, like, the best to use, Sid? Sid is, like... the god at painting denim. Like, she's so good. Her denim jackets are fire. Maybe we'll get her to do an episode on those one day.
Yeah, I will if you want. I would say that acrylic is the best. Like, you know what's really the best? Martha Stewart acrylic paint. It's water soluble. Martha.
Yes.
But you can put that on anything. It's like Frank's hot sauce. Like, you can paint glass with it if you set it. It's amazing. Go online, look at her paint website. you're gonna be blown away. Sorry, she's not even paying me for this. She's a god.
The love for Martha runs deep here in this squad. For sure.
But like what you're using it'll be probably fine. I would say the real ideal thing is let it dry for good, if you can, 72 hours.
Yeah.
And then iron it. Use parchment paper or iron it from the back, or a piece of like cloth on top, like a t-shirt, but iron it as hot as you can for the fabric that you're painting, and it'll set it. And you can like wash it and stuff. It'll stay. So yeah. And you don't want it to be too thick either. Like denim is okay to do thick, but like it'll crack if you do really cakey. So the idea is to just like get full coverage without doing too much, which I might be stealing her thunder right now. So go at it.
No, I thank you for saying all that. I need that information as well. I'm like an amateur when it comes to painting denim. I'm much more of an embellisher in my life, like patches. Okay, so I'm putting like a good coat of white all over the potato.
Nice.
And then and I might have to do it twice or go back in with some more paint, depending on how I want it to look. And I'm going to start. Here we go. Putting a couple on here. And I'm going to add more. And I don't want it, like, the point of, like, doing it with potato, too, it's not a screen print. This is not going to look, like, clean and crisp. Like, I want this to look aged. I want this to look like these, like, may have been done in the 70s or 60s. You know, like, I don't want perfect here. Do another one.
You just made me think about how, you were talking about our like fashion industry experience, and how like we would work so hard with the graphic designers to get like the most realistic looking distress on artwork all the time.
Right? Yeah.
Fashion's crazy. Carve a potato, okay, people? Carve a potato.
Like you like have to send into like the factory or something, like, can you please use a potato? I want a potato print. You're like, Jesus.
Oh, it's so funny. They're so cute. This looks really cute, Carrie.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm only gonna put 3 down. 3. So this is the outside, my petals. And now I'm gonna I did the little yellow dot, little circle here. And ideally, I would probably let this dry because I'm anal and I don't want things to mix, even though I say I want distressed. Like, there's like a...
Patience. Patience is everything, guys.
Absolutely.
But we want to show you the end result. Look at her. She's into it. Oh, look at how cute it is.
And then also, like, watch your hands, because I just got paint over. I just had a design opportunity up on the crotch over here because I had paint on my hands.
That is my favorite analogy to coronavirus. I'm always like, guys, wet paint. It's like wet paint. You get a little bit on the back of your hand. You're touching everything. And I feel like some people get it, and some people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. But that right there, there it is.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Fuck, right?
Design opportunity indeed. Maybe you just like speckle some white paint around.
I mean, yeah. It's not bad. I'm not mad at it, so.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Okay, so I feel good about this. I'm going to be bad and pick it up because I got to show you all.
We can see it very well.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, yeah.
Be careful.
I know I can paint over everywhere else, but you see what it'll look like down the leg. And like the nice frayed hem. Yo, you go in a boutique, you're spending like $250 easy for a pair of jeans like this. So you can do it yourself out of your old denim, have fun. And like I made a flower out of this potato. You could make stars. You could do like a whole moon phase like down the leg.
Oh.
Like, how dope would that be, right?
Oh my God, and carve away and then paint
exactly. Absolutely. With like one potato, you could probably do a whole moon phase.
Thing.
And that's my little denim update. I'm going to keep fraying. If you have questions, ask me below.
Yeah. Please post a picture of this later on your body.
For sure.
Instagram. We're going to want to see it on the gram.
Yeah.
The high-low, the fringes. Yeah. Get Toast to take your picture. It'll be great.
Toast
Right.
is
We're going to need some glam shots.
a rough photographer, so yes.
You have a rough Toast is a rough photographer?
Yeah. Yeah, she's very demanding.
She gives a lot of direction?
Yeah, oh yeah, very mean. Very mean. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Sid, you're here to do some shirts.
All right, kids. Well, friend, look at this shirt that I realized I've not one, not two, but 3 of, kids.
Oh, shout out to New Beige.
New Beige is, I don't even know why, but it's what people call New Bedford, which is the city that we happen to have been from. Or
yeah, and I mean, I know there's some people from New Bedford watching this at the moment. So if you know, please share. I'm talking to my phone like
yeah, you guys have knowledge
right now.
Who's got knowledge?
Which shout out to Calico, which is our good friend Alyssa in New Bedford, who makes these shirts and sells them at her boutique at Shop Calico.
Oh, really? That's where you're from? Oh, even makes so much more sense now. Makes so much sense. I have 3. They've all been gifted.
You have 3? I don't have. Oh, I had one from years ago.
Well, I'm gonna make this one sexy and send it to you because it's too small for me anyway. Okay, so here we go, kids. So I have this t-shirt. We're gonna do a fun, super simple way. You just like cut and you make like a little like sexy like braided link thing down the back. So it's like, I don't know. It's got like similar vibes to what's going on your shirt, which could we like see they cut the sleeve.
Yeah,
and they
so
left
I
the
have this shirt actually. So
okay. Tell me about it.
I bleached this shirt a long time ago, and then which like is a whole other thing we were talking about doing too, is like getting into like a bleaching demo. So this is like an old, like really long dude shirt, you know? So I bleached it, I cut the sleeve short, I just sliced it here. Yeah. And then I cut like can you see?
Do you see this, guys? Like, you just cut.
You see down the back? Like, I fold it in half and cut it. So, like, you can reinvent your t-shirts in so many ways. And now, like, especially with it coming up here, I love wearing this shirt. It feels so comfortable, and it's, like, a little sexy, too. It's, like, it's fun.
And I feel like, you know, I think that there's definitely some interest. People have been talking to me about it. And also, like, if you guys have interest in this, like, we'll totally do more tutorials on this type of stuff.
Yeah.
So here's like a really simple one that you can do. And it's really sexy. It like makes a little cute ventilation in the back for those hot summer days that we're going to be
having. They come in those hot summer days.
Guys.
They coming.
Come a little deeper down here. Okay. So I'm going to do it down the center back. Mm-hmm. So I have the back here. So what we're going to essentially be doing is measuring how wide. I'm probably going to do, let's see. I'd say at least like 6-ish inches for a good like medium length cut. And we're just going to cut slits all the way down the center back. You want to leave the bottom as a band. You don't want to cut it like free, you know, and you want to leave the top as a band. And I would say at least cut every inch. You could cut more if you want, but I would say every inch at least. So I'm going to do it on the fold because that just seems a little easier. So I'm going to mark where the center back is, or I'm just going to like find the center back here, and I'm going to fold it like this so that we can just cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice and simple. Cool. Please bleach things with us. Absolutely. We can definitely do that. And dye things. We could do some shibori. That's quite fun.
Ooh, I've never done shibori, and I would love to learn that with you, or have you teach me that on here.
I have what I think is one of the coolest shirts, or like one of the coolest like dyed things I've ever done. I don't wear it because like the shirt's too small for me, but it's I did shibori like diamonds, but with bleach on a black shirt, and it's so cool.
Oh, that sounds dope.
Yeah. And it had a black on black graphic. So the like graphic stands out more, you know, because it got bleached away. It's quite cool. Okay. So I folded it along here. You just want to make sure, what I'm trying to make sure is there's no like other pieces of the shirt. Cool. So I'm just going to cut. I'm going to eyeball it But if you guys are anal, feel free to be more anal about it. I'm just going to cut strips on it.
ASMR scissor time.
More scissors. Yeah, ready?
Yes.
You just send me a microphone instead of a camera.
Sid, I just want to listen to you.
I was thinking maybe we should just do an ASMR channel. Guys.
I mean, we talk about it a lot. Talk about it.
What do you think? Is anyone else really into ASMR?
Yeah, tell us.
The ear mics are so strange. It's very specific, though. I'd be really intimidated by it. I feel like the community of people that are into it it's overwhelming. Okay, so I hope you can kind of see here. I'm like cutting these slits. They're on the fold, so it'll be like across the back. I'm just standing up because it's so hard to sit and cut.
You get that angle.
Yeah. Need the bird's eye view. I'm doing kind of like a triangle, so my slits are getting like wider and wider just because I've never done that before. So, and like YOLO, quarantine, design opportunity. I don't know.
That's like, I know I've heard you say that before, but bringing it up, like design opportunity, I love that.
It really is like the most positive twist on something. Like it's not a mistake,
Yeah.
It's not an opportunity. Like you can't like mess it up. Just like make it cooler. Make it even cooler than you thought. And yeah, you're going to maybe put a little more work than you thought in it, but it's not bad. You like learn something about yourself and the craft and everything else. And positivity, because that is what you need, especially when you're an artist. Art school is rough, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
They're savages out there, these professors. Okay, so here we are. I've cut all the way down the back.
Oh, cool.
Woo!
Oh.
See? And like, that's even cool. Yeah, it's my cat noise. That's cool, right? Like you just wear that over like a cute bralette. Like that's on the back, like super cute, right?
Yeah.
So that's one way. And so that's like,
if you want to stop there, you can.
Yeah. So in order to do the twistings, what you do is, and I wonder if this will work. Okay, let's try it, I guess. Okay, let's see if I can do this showing you. So you take the top loop and let's see if you can see. Yeah, I feel like you can see, right? Can you see?
Yeah, can you put it over the green more so, maybe?
Yeah. Here. Let's move down more.
Yeah.
There. Like this, right? So you have the top one.
Yeah.
You're going to twist it like that so it makes like a loop, right?
Uh-huh.
And you grab the next one and pull it through.
Wait, Sid, do you keep going down the whole way like that?
You betcha.
Do you have like a white piece of paper you could put in between the front and the back? I think that'll help see it.
Yeah. 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, wait. I have a piece under the desk. Look at that.
Yes.
Look at this. Such good idea, Carrie Ann. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, that'll be super helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could see you doing this. You would kill doing this.
And you got to cut up like 100. If you need t-shirts, I'll send you some to practice because I have way too many. Clearly, I have 3 of these. Like that's obscene. And yeah, you got to cut them up. They're so cute. So many different ways that you can make every t-shirt cute. And then this like cropped with this down the back. Adorbs. Okay. And it feels kind of like you're at summer camp. It's just like generally great vibes. Okay, here we are. Let's try this again for fun. We have this guy, and you're looping. right? You make a little loop.
Mhm.
And then you go to the next bar and you loop them through like that. And then you just keep going and you loop through. And you go to the next guy and you loop through. I'm going to do a few and then I'll pull it out for you. Loop, 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 loop.
Cool.
And you
Oh, wow.
look at that. Look at it. Look how fun that is. And you can decide how much, if you want it to be like super tight, like a braid down the center with like 3 things, or I kind of like it like this, where it's like a little more like equal. I'm going to keep going and going and going. What would be so cool is if you like maybe like rub some bleach just on the like braided part and it would look kind of like a like back spine type thing or something.
Oh, wild.
Yeah, you can really get wild with it. Oh, I skipped one. Okay, so perfect. I skipped one. Perfect. See, it's like so easy to go backwards. You're like, shoot, I messed up. Back, go back. Yeah, okay. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's true. And I was thinking about how expensive everything was at all the stores that you've worked at as well.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I would think that.
And really what it is people like us struggling with factories to make it look more worn out, a new thing, more worn out, so that people can buy them for $400. It's crazy. And like,
real question, is retail legit dead? Yo.
very
I was thinking about what, like when all the stores shut down and like all the merchandise and like, say like, I mean, I guess they're going to start reopening across like pretty soon, it sounds like, but like if it's like pre-spring and not summer merchandise and like what are the stores going to do with all that? Like,
it's a huge, they don't know. It's a huge thing. Yeah. It's like, the short answer is we have no idea. And, but like,
but I hope it, like allows people to realize like you don't need all this stuff.
You
don't need all this shit, especially like with fashion, like, and like working in fashion, it kind of killed like buying real, like going and like shopping for me. Like I'm a thrifter, I'm a flea market person. I love doing stuff like this. I mean, and that's why we're designers, you know, but like everybody like can be like, you can do this. Like you don't have to be.
The thing is like, we're talking about like people, I know people who like get rid of a shirt because they don't want to sew a button back on, you know, on their like button down shirt. And like, that is just, that's nonsense. Like we need to be better than that as people, I think. Yeah.
Like you can mend it, you can fix it.
And if you don't know how to sew a button, I will do a segment on that because everyone should know that.
Yeah. I mean, we might have time if you finish. I don't know. I don't want to put you on the spot.
I don't have a button. I gotta find one. Look at this thing though. Oh wait, we didn't talk about the end though. That's very important.
Okay.
So I looped down to the bottom, and I think that's like where you kind of have to decide what you want to do. A few people.
Sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
Off price is basically like the new department store. Like the experience like at TJ Maxx and like Macy's and all of them that are dying out.
Yeah.
Like the JCPenney, the Macy's, the Bloomingdale's, like TJ Maxx is like the new retail. You're right. You're absolutely right. Sorry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what's going to happen. That all of that product is going to go, like all of the stuff that's sitting on the Nordstrom floors that are closed right now, when we are allowed to go back, they will move all of that to Nordstrom Rack, and everybody's going to be like, oh my God, their sale is so good. Nordstrom Rack is so dope.
Yeah, and then all of because Nordstrom Rack, they're not just getting that from retailers. Like they are working with brands and making new goods for off price. Like it's not like what it used to be in the 90s where it was like you were getting department stores like what didn't sell. Like that's not a thing anymore. Like people are making goods for that. And like all those orders are getting canceled and like gone right now.
Let me just tell you, this is every brand. This is every brand. Like, this is not like,
Yeah.
This, every single brand sustains by doing that type of business. Like, that's their bread and butter.
It supports their upper line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, every single high-end company has a makeup line because that's like a low margin or a high margin with like, it's like super easy to make, and it like makes the money that for them. Like, that's the stuff, so it's very interesting to see how this goes, because e-commerce is still sustaining. It's still there. Like, it's not doing the way it used to. It's just because people are scared financially. But like, e-commerce exists still. Like, you guys still get the emails, right? All those companies, all those .com companies are still emailing us and like keeping in touch and still getting our money.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. Like, e-commerce, and I mean, hopefully, I don't know. Retail's just changed, like, like thinking like the 50s, like it was like an experience to go into like retail. It was like a thing to do, which is like why boutiques, right, do pretty okay, because it's like more of an actual experience. You feel something when you go in there that you connect with and want to put your money into,
Totally.
But in e-commerce, like, you just lose that experience a little bit more. But you're right, it's there. I just like
well, as the digital world transforms, it is being replaced. That's the reality of it. Like, I watched it at Chubby's, like they are taking on they took on the digital world then, but now even more so. Now they're like, okay, you can like basically FaceTime my living room and I'll have a chat with you.
Yeah.
And like, that's the experience, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, I guess that's our experience right now too, like being here at as designers, exactly, right? Like, with my business partner, we were like, right when this started, we were like, all right, we'll do product shots, we'll get stuff out, but we felt really, really wrong about doing that. And like a month and a half later, we're still like, okay, we're gonna redo the site, and like, it's been fine, it's been no rush, like, but like, it's just not the time to be like pushing merch, I feel, and like being able to do this with everybody has been like so great and awesome.
Yeah,
right? And like, like, you already have clothes, let's show you how to make them a little better.
Yeah, anything. Like, what do you guys, anything you want to learn, like, this is the moment to do it. And like, it's nice. It feels good to like teach other people little life hacks or like little tricks, and like, and all of these things are like mildly relevant to something else in your life, like good skills to have, like, I think, I don't know, we love doing this.
Yeah, no, we really do. We love
it to donate.
Donate.
Above Carrie's head. Look at it. Join the cause.
All right, so Haz, show me how to finish off this shirt.
Oh, right. Sorry. We just got so deep. You guys got us. We'll talk about fashion. Maybe we'll just have like a therapy session about the fashion industry. If you guys want to have that. All right. So we're down to the end here. We can talk for days on that one. We got to get Susan, though. Susan will really give you some insight.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So we're down to the bottom. We have linked it all the way down. Look how cute this looks.
Oh, that was dope. Can you
very like
with if I don't know, or maybe when you're done.
What?
I just want to see it held up, like the pattern completely with the white.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, so I've seen a few different ways of finishing this off. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I loved any of them, but I'm just gonna wing it. I guess one way was that you like loop to the bottom, you do the last loop, and then you basically just like sew it across. So like that could be a way. But then like the easiest way is to tie it. So I feel like we should just do a tie one. What I'm gonna do, I guess, is cut the bottom one, even though earlier I said not to, but I think that's probably the best way to do it. And then cut this end loop. And you're going to tie each side to itself, and you want to make sure that this loop is like stuck on. So hold on. All right, here we go. So we have, this is the bottom loop, right? And then this is the bottom, like, braided part. I'm going to cut this in half. Boop, like that.
Oh.
I'm going to cut this in half, right? I'm going to tie these two like this. I'm going to tie these two like this. So each on their own side, you know? And I'm going to tie it into a little knot, like make it tight. Sweet, right? Same thing. Woo. And then probably just like cut off the ends. What's really fun about t-shirts is you can just cut them and then like pull them and have them be strands. You know, you can get beads, really get into your like Cabo life. I meant to wear that shirt today. I forgot. I have a tank top that I like fringed and put beads on. Great Florida vibes. Okay, so here we go. So you've got like two little knots down here, and you can cut them out, like cut them so it's not like tails if you don't want the tails. Cool. Okay, so you want to see the full shebang, which...
Oh, shit.
It's cool, right?
That looks awesome, Sid.
On the back?
That's so dope, and that took you like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, under 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's super cool. I love that.
Yeah, it's a really fun, like, beach cover-up.
Yeah.
You know? And all that type of stuff. And gives you a little ventilation, a little sexy, etc. Great for, like, cover-up after yoga type thing.
So cool. I love it. That's so dope.
So yeah, there's so many ways. I've seen some really cool ones with the slits alone are really cool. Like I saw a cute one that was just a heart. Like they drew a heart and then they cut slits in the shape of the heart. So when you wear a contrast shirt, it's just like that shape. It looks so cute. So
that's
really
awesome.
really simple and really easy.
Yeah, you guys can do this. You can totally handle this. The key with like, especially with what Sid was doing, is good scissors.
Yeah, good scissors.
Sharp scissors, your fabric scissors. And if you have fabric scissors, only use them for fabric. Write fabric on them and don't let anybody touch them.
Yeah, and to be clear, you don't have to break the bank on scissors. It's just you can go to the dollar store and buy a pair of scissors. Just do not cut anything but fabric with them.
Right.
And like if you obviously like we have nice ones, we use them all the time, and we have like I invested in a nice pair, but they don't have to be like fancy Ginger ones, you know? Yeah. They can be like whatever. You just have to like only use fabric and don't cut tape, especially don't cut paper, don't cut your meat open with it. Right? Write fabric on them and then really like, you know, make sure no one cuts anything with them. So
yeah. No, this was great.
This was really fun today, guys. Let's see what else is going on here.
Daisy pants, frayed at the bottom. Yeah, what's going on? Oh, Caitlin.
Caitlin.
She looks hot in my hair. Thanks, Caitlin.
Caitlin, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean,
Janice asked, how do you redesign t-shirt necklines?
Oh, that's a good one. So you can just like cut if you want. I would say like be careful because it's like a stretchy material that if you start cutting too wide, it will just lose shape.
That's your goal.
Yeah, that could be the look you're looking for. I mean, it depends on the look you're going for here. But if you want, you can also just like slit or like V out and leave some of your rib up here, you know, so you don't have to like cut the whole thing.
I do that a lot, or I'll leave the rib and I'll cut underneath.
Just
kind
like your shoulder. Yeah, exactly. Or your back. Exactly.
Like the collar, the rib is still here, but then it's like sliced right under. So it like keeps.
This is the rib.
Yeah. Like, in your neck seam.
Yeah. So you basically just cut underneath the neck seam and down, and then that controls the neckline so it's not just going to fall off of you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and so use the seams, everything that's stitching, that holds the shape of the garment. So use them to your ability, like use them for what they have. Like you might want to cut it away if you don't want it to be held together, but you might also want to leave it because it holds the shape of what, and you do want some shape, unless you're looking for like, a cute like 80s layering piece that's like over
right, like off the shoulder.
Yeah.
Or if you're trying, my mom always, and if you're watching Barb, yes, you always ask me this, to do, she always wants a V-neck. Like when she has a t-shirt, she like wants a V-neck, which is like, you want to like see the point you want to go to, fold it in half, and then go up close to up here though. Like bring it back, because like that's what keeps your shoulders up. You know, it's like slice it and then go up. But again, a good pair of scissors.
Totally. And I also think that a really good rule is you can cut low on the front, you can cut low on the back, but never on the same garment, because it will just fall like wings.
It becomes a tube.
So you don't want, you always want to do something, either it's going to be sexy in the front or sexy in the back, but don't try to do both. You're not low.
Exactly.
She glued her shit on. Okay. Like first rule in fashion, that doesn't stay on without glue.
Tape. Double stick tape, glue. There's something there.
Okay. Well, guys, this was really fun.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. This was rad. We're going to be here every Wednesday at 4:00. Tune in with us.
Yeah.
I'm Carrie Ann.
I'm Sydney. And don't forget to donate. We love you guys. Thank you for your support. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye. We'll be doing